Hi friends, today we are going to show you the Greenford Test Center routes. So we're going to start from here, and at the end of this road we are going to turn right, but I'm just going to show you that just ahead of you we have Driving Test Center. That's Greenford Driving Test Center. So now we are going to turn right and then carry on ahead. So make sure whenever you're turning right, you look to both sides. This is Horsenden Lane North, and we are going to carry on. We are crossing a zebra crossing, and remember, now you're approaching a aisle which is not a zebra crossing, so you don't need to stop there unless somebody is jumping in front of you. So like this lady, yep, I mean, she was not very willing to stop. Even this one was not willing to stop. So you stop, because if you don't stop and the examiner breaks, who's gonna get a serious mistake? You. So now we carry on ahead, and at the end of the road, I'm gonna show you that later, but let's go. Let's carry on ahead. Keep driving. So now we are approaching the end of the road. As you can see, it's quite congested because the road have parking on both sides. So now at the end of the road, we are going to turn left. And remember, Greenford Test Center is quite hilly. And make sure you keep a distance of a 2 meter from the car in front of you. Now we move to the stopping line. And at the end of the road, we turn left. This whole road is 20 speed limit, and carry on ahead. As you can see here, there is another aisle, as we talked about it before. So we carry on, and we are approaching a bigger junction. So now at the end of the road from the junction, you are going to take the right. So from the traffic light, you're going to turn right. And remember, this lane is right turning only, as you saw on the signboard earlier, that this lane is right turning only. So remember, there's a rule: if the lane is right turning only, you can't go ahead from that. That's going to give you a serious mistake. So now this road is 20 as well. Most of the road in these areas are 20 now. So now we are on Greenford Road, and we carry on ahead. Bear in mind that this is just one of the Greenford test routes, and we are gonna upload more test route for Greenford as well. The same with other test center. We are gonna cover all the test center as much as we can. This road is quite congested, as there is a station, underground station here, and that's Sudbury Hill station. Normally Greenford Road is a very busy area. It's a very busy road. A lot of people ask us that what if I drive couple of points over the speed limit, what's going to happen? Yes, if you keep driving over the speed limit, even a couple of points, yes, you are going to get a serious at the end. So it's always best to drive a couple of points under the speed limit than over the speed limit. And remember also another thing, when you are driving, when you are in the test or just driving, imagine you are in the hazard perception test and count every hazard the same like you do in the hazard perception test. The earlier you point the hazard, the more points you get. When you get closer to any zebra crossing, start looking on both sides. Maybe somebody is coming running or so. Now, at the end of the road from the traffic light, you're going to turn left, and then we are going to move towards Heron Hill. But this is at the moment Sudbury Hill. And now the speed limit is 30 here. Always remember to be very careful on bend, as you won't be able to sometimes see who's coming from the other side. And also because this is a hilly area, you have to be extra careful. As here. Always make sure that you get off the gas a couple of cars before you're approaching the zebra crossing. So you don't, if in case you have to do a sudden stopping, you can do that easily. It's another bend. Keep driving. So now we are on Roxett Hill. And now we are going downhill. Make sure you have full control over your car, as it's quite a narrow road. So now we are approaching the traffic light, and here we are going to turn left. As you can see, the right lane is right turning only, and you can say you're turning left. It's actually called, it's a bend, so the arrow on the road says straight, but the straight road is going towards the left. And then we immediately have another traffic light, so be very careful, don't speed up too much, make sure you have a look at every traffic light. And this is now North Holt Road. And the speed limit is still 30. Carry on ahead. You're soon approaching a big, not a big, just a medium-sized roundabout. It has a superstore on the right-hand side. And we carry on ahead. So it's just the second exit ahead, and we carry on. Now we are going to approach another roundabout, which is a very small roundabout, but it can be quite busy. We have to be very careful. And now we're going to take third exit to the right on this roundabout. So now you're moving to the right lane, which is a right turning only. So be very careful because the right side traffic has the priority. So you take the third exit to the right, and as soon as you turn right, you have a zebra crossing right there. So this is now East Coast Lane. Speed limit is still 30. Remember one thing, whichever test center you choose, it's not the test center. It's literally your driving skills. You need to be confident when you go for the test. Make sure that you know how to control the car fully, because if you control the car fully, you would have no problem anywhere or in any test center. So now at the next roundabout, you're going to take the first exit to the left. It's still East Coast Lane. So now take the first road on left. So the examiner can ask you to do a maneuver on these roads. Remember, he's only gonna ask you to do one maneuver and maybe emergency stopping. And emergency stopping, that shouldn't be very hard, because the reason why sometimes people do get a serious on emergency stopping is because they can't stop properly, their car skid, or when they're about to move off, they don't do their proper checks. Take this road to the left now, and this is Torrington Drive. And bear in mind, these routes are just an idea, because students have been taken to these roads before, so they can change the route. It's not a big deal if they change. I mean, maybe they don't turn into this road, they will turn into the next road or the third road or something. So never be worried about that. You are the one who should control the car and who should drive properly. So just follow the road to the right. Now we are getting to the end of the road, and at the end of the road you're going to turn right again. speed limit still 30. It's Northall Road, and we carry on ahead. And we have a bus lane on our left hand side, which was active at this time. So there is a signboard for the bus lane, what time it's active. So this bus lane is active between 7 and 10 in the morning, and then it's free between 10 and 4, and then it gets active again between 4 and 7. So when it's active, the cars cannot get into the bus lane. So you can easily take the bus lane between 10 and 4 p.m. At the roundabout, take the second exit ahead. Stick more closer to the left hand side and carry on. Signal left, take the exit. 20 speed limit has started, so be extra careful now. This is Witten Avenue West. Now at the roundabout, take the first exit to the left. Take the second road to the left. So now we are on Russell Road. Carry on ahead. So now end of the road, turn right. So this is Halsbury Road. Now you have a hazard in front of you, and it's a truck, so you have to be very careful. Make sure there is no cyclist, so be always thinking about cyclist bikers. Now end of the road, turn right. Now we are on Wooden Gardens. So we have turned left. And then we turn right. Now, end of the road, turn left, please. Now we are at the wooden lane. At the roundabout, take the first exit to the left. So the speed limit here is 20 again, and we are heading back towards the test center. Bear in mind the test is anywhere between 35 to 40 minutes, and they are going to ask you to do one maneuver or perhaps one emergency stoppage. Now from this roundabout, take the second exit to the right. And the speed limit is still 20. Oldfield Circus. At the roundabout now, take the first exit to the left. This is curry roll, yummy yummy. And again, be very careful when you approach this kind of places that you have like barriers on both sides. That is for you to slow down, so make sure you don't go too fast because the examiner won't like it, and it can in real life also damage your car. So make sure you go very, very slow.
end of the road, turn left, because this road is left turn only. As you can see the signs, you can't turn right from this road, so you have to turn left. Now at the roundabout, take the second exit ahead. Now we are on Oldfield Lane Road. Now from the traffic light, take the road ahead. Speed limit over here is 20 because we have a school. This is Horsenberry Lane as we are getting back to our test center. Now at the end of the road, turn right. Now the examiner will ask you to pull up on the left or take the next road to the left, so whatever is convenient at that time. And that's the end of the test. Thank you so much for watching. We will keep uploading new routes, so keep watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, and also don't forget to hit the like button. Click on the bell notification so you don't miss any of our videos. Good luck with your tests.